Hi, it's Fred Kusamoto, and it's really one of the great things I get to do as your representative voice as president of Heart Rhythm Society is to have these conversations with members here now virtually, but also obviously in person. It's really wonderful seeing everybody in Boston. And today I'm joined by Suneet Mittal. So Suneet, would you introduce yourself?
Hi, Fred. I'm Suneet Mittal. I'm an electrophysiologist at Valley Hospital in Ridgewood, New Jersey.
Thanks, Sunita. And wasn't it great to see each other in Boston in person? You and I got to see each other in person and renew our friendship. That was really wonderful, wasn't it?
Fred, it was great to be at HRS. It was actually my 25th consecutive HRS, so it was a big HRS for me. And other than the COVID one that was interrupted, I've never missed an HRS meeting since 1996. And really meeting you, others, it's the highlight of the year. And it was so nice in some way to kind of try to get back to partial normalcy at least.
Yeah, isn't that so true? I mean, although we've gotten used to this sort of virtual world, clearly, we want to have that real personal interaction, which, you can only do so much virtually. So let's get down to business. We had a great scientific sessions led and organized by Andrew Cron and Jody Hurwitz and their team. Sort of what got you excited at this meeting?
Yeah. It may be a little bit strange, but, obviously the science at HRS is always really great. But one of my favorite parts of the meeting year after year is the opening plenary session. And this year, of course, was interesting because the plenary was kind of divided into thirds, each with its unique themes. I was particularly fascinated by the plenary session that Dr. Nagin Cox did about determination matters. And I thought to her, as I was listening to her almost 50-year journey working at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, getting now the fifth rover up to Mars, in some way, I couldn't but think that it was very similar to the journey that we've had as electrophysiologists in ablating atrial fibrillation. So, she explained very nicely that for a long time, scientists and engineers wanted to go to one particular place on Mars. They wanted to go to the Jezero crater, right? And over 50 years, they went from having a radius that the best they could do was get several hundred kilometers of that area to the most recent mission where they could actually say before at the time of launch that they would be within a square kilometer of the desired landing spot, right? And how similar is that to atrial fibrillation? We sometimes beat ourselves up is that we don't get perfect results, but hey, we know that the veins are important. In doing so, we have great energy sources on the horizon like pulse field. The safety has gotten better. Procedure times have gotten shorter. We're able to treat more and more people. And so some way we've persevered for the last 20 to 25 years in a similar way to other fields are doing. And they will open up new landscapes to many. And as we, I think, are doing in our own micro level. And so the opening plenary really resonated with me this year.
Yeah, Sunit, I couldn't agree with you more. I think about it as we're sort of toiling away in the EP lab and, just chasing after different atrial tachycardias or fibrillation or, I used to think that it was some incredible technology that would get us out of this, but it really is that tenaciousness and just personal grit to just continue with things. I absolutely agree with you. In the last few seconds or so, is there anything else that you really got excited about?
Well, I think that, this was definitely the year you started to see that our field's getting excited about the use of artificial intelligence, even more excitement about remote patient monitoring. You see a lot of industry in this space, all designed to make our lives easier. And I think the next couple of years, we're going to see some really exciting advances in this area.
No, I agree. And I know that you're part of HRX. Can you tell the audience a little bit about HRX?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's hopefully going to be the event this year, the unconventional meeting, non-CME focus, but really out of box thinking about how we bring innovation to the digital health space, an area that HRS has been very involved with. And we now hope to broaden the collaborators we bring to this meeting to really think about where we need to go to advance this growing field even more in the future.
Well, Sunit, I just want to thank you for being one of our leaders in this space. I mean, your presence, on social media virtually is so important because it allows this sort of messaging to get out that much further and more broadly than the usual type of reach that we've had in the past. And I just want to thank you personally.
Thanks, Fred. It's great chatting with you tonight.